I'm Ari's wife, and I'm here today to teach you how to make matzah brei, which is super easy and it doesn't take long to make it all. And the girls and Ari love to consume it in mass quantities during Passover. So I have here a bowl of very hot water, and I'm going to put 2 sheets of matzah in. I generally just break them, although you don't have to. And you just put these in there to soak for a minute. Sometimes you have to just keep kind of pressing the matzah down into the hot water, because otherwise it will sort of like float up to the top and not get super, because you're looking for it to get pretty soft. And you don't want to get it so soft that it's just literally mush, but just soft enough. So now I'm just cracking 2 eggs into a bowl, and I'm going to whisk it. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. And so I'm just going to push down the matzah really quick, and I'm going to whisk the eggs. And again, I just figure on 2 sheets of matzah and 2 eggs per person is generally a pretty good ratio. So I'm just going to use some olive oil spray, or you could use, Okay, so we've got the olive oil spray, and what I'm going to do is I'm just taking out the matzah, and I just try to kind of press the water out as best as I can. It's not really a big deal that you get all the water out at all. And I'll just like gather up these things, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it into the frying pan, and then I'm going to pour eggs over it. And then from that point forward, I'm going to make sure that the matzah is completely covered with the egg mixture. You just kind of have to just keep turning it over and turning it over. It really doesn't take that long because the matzah is so soft, and eggs don't take super long to cook. So, but I want to make sure that I do it enough, because right now, the eggs just don't quite look done. So you just want to keep turning it over. So I sort of turn it over, and then I kind of, piece it out. And it might be easier to use a non-stick pan if you have it, but it's okay if you don't, because this one is actually not non-stick. And then it's almost done. I'm just going to turn it over a few more times and just make sure that I'm getting all of the eggs to be cooked. And then I just kind of go like this to make sure that all the matzah is cut. And then I am going to, there's a plate on the counter that I set out to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the plate. It's not pretty, but it tastes really good. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it, because it just makes it better. Just a little bit like that. And then from here, you can decide if you want to eat it sweet or savory. So everyone in my family likes to eat it sweet. So I have a bunch of cinnamon sugar made up at all times. And but if you didn't want it sweet, you could do savory, and you could cook it with, just sauces or things like that, different herbs. So here is our cinnamon sugar. And I generally will do about like 2 small spoonfuls, just depending on, like, Ari won't like it as sweet, Abbie will like it sweeter, that kind of thing. But because you've already salted it, it's just going to make the flavors pop, and then the cinnamon sugar starts to melt over it a little bit. And it's really good, and then you have to eat it right away, because when it's cold, it's not good. And when it's hot, it's delicious. So here's matzah brei.